Hey everybody, this is Marshall from the hiddenlevels.com and we are checking out Divinia Chronicles, Relics of Gan-Ti. This particular version is 0.92D, so we're in early access still. It's not a completely finished game. We're going to start a new game. You'll see that it's loading up in the Half-Life engine, because that's how it's built. It's got a few elements of Zelda and Link games, The Legend of Zelda-esque. It's a cute little RPG so far from what I've played. All the little story bits, and they say they're adding more and there's more chapters coming, so that's kind of cool as well. There's a little story here, but the writing is either translated slightly oddly, or it's, sometimes when you play like a Japanese RPG, everything doesn't quite make exact sense. But Gone Grove had a world tree at the center, and it is a symbol of peace and prosperity. And we're looking at a sword and a stone. Alright. Hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. Alright. So each sort of cutscene you'll see that little loading screen sometimes. So I say Zelda, and then you've also got sort of this Final Fantasy-esque island / map. It's got an interesting style. The one thing that does kind of bug me a little bit is this loading, establishing connection to server. It happens every 5 to 7 minutes or so. And it's a matter of, they're loading their game data off of this engine, but kind of takes you out of the game and puts you back into it. And that part I don't exactly like necessarily. So this is the little village that we start out in. And what we've got is essentially some little quests that we'll start out doing, trying to get through this first chapter. We can't skip this cutscene that I know of. I've tried a lot of different things, but nothing seems to do it. Because it's going to sort of like fly right up to the back of us, but you would think they would do it a little faster, that's all. And I'm going to talk to this kid for a little bit. No voiceovers and no talking, so you're reading everything and just sort of seeing the two people talk, and then you've got these little cartoon avatars that pop onto the screen as well. Yeah, Mom, what Cyrus said. And so what we'll do is essentially try and get through some of these, because they're going to send me on my first little mission. Tell me to go see my grandfather. So, it's a tutorial. We're going to move, and it's got our how to move, how to jump, how to use stuff. We can talk to him there. I hope I don't get whipped too. Oh, he's yelling at me through the cave, so we're gonna go find our grandfather. Some mushrooms there. I don't think we can pick them or anything. No. Been playing Fallout a lot. Probably gonna try and search everything. Let's see here. This is apparently grandfather's house. There's a lot of little like cutscene stoppages like that that feel unnecessary. That's one thing I will say. Like, why did I knew where I needed to go for the most part, but I wanted to stop and sort of show me the house. Go into Granddad's house here. And Granddad's a little strange looking. He looks better than he did last time I saw him, honestly. I think they updated his face. Far too old to be dawdling carelessly when there's work to be done. It's time for you to grow up. What do you mean, Grandpa? I have to go tell Elder Daniel the time has come. So, now, we get to walk back. And I would love to tell you that there's a substantial change in this particular opening, but it's not. I mean, you do have to sort of walk around just talking to folks, like you do with most RPGs. I always liked a little action right off the bat, though, you know. The signs on the houses are in Japanese, so that's something else that if you don't speak Japanese, the signs on the houses aren't going to help you, for the most part. Or read Japanese, I guess. Who's goofing off? So the time has come and we better hurry into Halder's corridor. His identity, so my granddad's somebody special. Here we go into the corridor. And another load screen. Like I said, it's every 5 to 7 minutes if you're playing the game at a pretty fast pace. Here we are, and there's a little puzzle. Alright, I think it's like an X. No, sorry, it's like an X this way. Oh! I guess we did it wrong to start with. You can't step on it more than once. Okay, sorry. Oh, the control scheme makes this a very hard puzzle to do. There we go. They've improved the control scheme since the last time I tried to play this game as well. So then we've got what I thought at first was a jumping puzzle, but it's not. It's just a walking puzzle. But when you get out to these points, there's nothing really out here. That part I didn't understand. Like why they had those little islands. And then again, the movement is tricky for what they're asking you to do here. And you're sort of on like a blind map, but I kind of noticed those steps the very first time, and I assumed that was... Oh, no, I think we have to go this way first. So you don't really know exactly how to get there. I guess it's kind of like a maze, if you will. This is, yeah, there's the outhouse, that's right, I remember that. Nope, we can't make that jump. Oh, goodness. Okay. I don't think I tried to jump at all the first time, so let's... Wondering if this changed. It doesn't seem the same. Guess we'll find out shortly. Again, you would think that there's something to do with these little spots, but there's just not. There's nowhere to go from there, right? Yeah, we need to get over to that one. Okay. Yeah, I think I remember now. We go up here and we jump off on the other side of this. Just onto the bigger block that's below it. Let's see, right down there. And then we walk up. Yeah. I knew you jumped off there. I guess it wasn't a matter of jumping across. You just had to fall straight down. And there's some cemetery gravestones here, and they're chopped up, and again they're in I think it's Japanese. And now we're at the end of the maze, and like I said, we get to see another little establishing connection to server. I don't know if it's not possible to put like a different cutscene screen in or something like that, or just a overlay screen instead of that, but that would be good. So we grab this key, and now we're gonna head back and find our grandpa. And there's nothing else in here. I mean, we went across all that, but I don't know if you see that when we come out, we're in that sort of first building. So it was all sort of I don't know if it was a dream or if it was a different world we went into. Maybe we'll get an explanation. Let's go find Grandpa. My guess is he's still in the cave. Must be happy hour at the inn. Okay. I'm guessing this one's the inn. Nope, locked. Maybe it's this one right over here? No, my gut tells me it's at the front here, and it's got the two doors. Nope, locked. I guess I'm going to have to learn Japanese so I can go to the right place. That doesn't seem like an end to me, but maybe it is. No? You can read the signs by clicking on them, or hitting use on them. It's the first one I've seen like that. That's their house. Don't believe that would be the inn. Is this the inn? This is our house, I thought. Yeah. This is our house. Mr. Cow, do you know where the inn is? Let's run back to the cave and make sure he's not in here. Or maybe this is the inn? Thought it was just his house. Grandpa, I'm back. What are you all doing in here? Oh, snap. Things are about to get real. No. He just says, no. Grandpa. This game's taking a sad turn. Now I've got to go talk to this guy again, who was being all cryptic. Guess my grandfather knew he was going to die. And a loading screen. It's strange. The little load times on the game do seem a little odd, and then it brings up your hit points and health, but then it usually cuts back to something like you see there, just a little cut scene out to where you are. It's very, it's relatively pretty looking. They're not the most modern graphics, but they do have, there's sort of a glow and a blur around the edge of the screen. The lights look nice. The atmosphere is nice. The graphics themselves are a little bit, slightly dated, but the engine it's running on, still runs a 9-year-old game right now, so. A lot of camera moves like this, though. I feel like that's a lot of the first chapter, at least. Okay, so now I'm supposed to try and go get some sleep, and I guess I can probably do that in my house. This is my house, right? Or is my house back there where my grandfather is? Yep, we get to take a nice little walk. It's nighttime. It's got a different look, different atmosphere. Still those little glowing mushrooms. So far as I can tell, there's no run option to run faster than we're walking right now. There's a whole lot of crops. I wonder if we ever have to farm those or anything, or if it's just a matter of decoration. Oh, well, we're back at our house all alone sleeping. Got a little red bandana on, and things are happening. What was that light? I better take my training sword with me. Alright, well, block and swing seems pretty standard. Is there something out here that shouldn't be? Maybe it was here in the city. Oh, there's something floating around there by the tree. Let's go chase it. I think it went out here. My best guess. Venture out and try to see. Yep, there it is. Try and chase this light. And at the end of the light is a little loading screen. Alright. And again, you see we've got up all our stuff there. New chapter unlocked. This is the second chapter here that we're starting. We'll do just a little bit of this. See if we can't get some combat in for you before we end the preview here. There's a squirrel or something there. Oh! The darkness has taken over this squirrel, apparently. Okay. So we can press tab to sort of target onto it. And then we can block like this. Nope. It's sort of a clunky interface, to be perfectly honest. You sort of have some combo systems, but you just sort of have to keep clicking to get those to come off. And you can block and then just sort of attack again. But it is just sort of a click, 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 hack and slash up sort of experience. It doesn't feel real clean or anything. So that one's down. Let's see if there's anything hidden back over here. Doesn't appear. Yes, there it is. We'll go up the... and as far as I know, we have no way to heal yet. I do believe that in the very near future here, they're going to help us do that, but right now we don't. Because I only have 8 hit points left. Should I just pass these guys? Are they gonna? They don't seem to be chasing me. I head up into the cave. There's another one of those squirrels. Oh, we gotta be careful. Seems like jumping in and sort of swinging a few times and then backing out before you can hit you is the right plan. Uh-oh, 4 hits left. Got him. And we got back 6 health there, so we just have to be careful. Jump up here, if it's possible. There we go. I don't know if we were supposed to be able to do that, but we just figured it out one way or the other, so. More of those squirrels. There's 2 of them this time. What do you do with that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're gonna have to run away. There's a gate. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. That's a bad thing. Uh-oh. 2 hit points. Uh-oh. We're fatigued too, so we have to wait until that goes away. I don't really like this combat system very much, to be perfectly honest. It's kind of clunky. Fighting evil squirrels, though. That's interesting. Oh, you have to wait until that turns from orange to something else. I guess you're only supposed to take a couple swings. That seems to be the case. And let's see what happens when you die. My guess is you go back to the beginning of that area. Yeah, so we're back to the same area and it's going to show us the same thing. So far, it's pretty clunky. I'm kind of hoping they update it a little bit and do a little more. I'll play through a few more chapters prior to writing my review, and I'll have my review up on Steam, so you guys will probably be reading that at the same time you're watching this. Yeah, you don't want to use up all your stamina at once. I guess that's the main thing I was doing wrong. So we just got to back up and kind of... Oh, we used up all our stamina. Kind of backing up and attacking seems to work pretty well too. You get like a faster attack while you're doing it. I don't hit for very much though. I think that's because I got this little training sword. It'd be nice if I had something there. These things have a lot of health though, and it's, I mean, it's almost too much, you know? Like, how many times have I hit him? It seems like if that was the starting, you know, little deal, you would probably make him a little simpler to kill. Do another few minutes here. So again, check out the hiddenlevels.com, guys, for news and reviews. We'll kill these ones we skipped last time and see if that helps us. It doesn't seem like if you vary from your fighting style very much that does you any good, because you just run out of stamina. So come up with a good sort of cadence. Oh, so there we go, we leveled up. Let's see what happens when we do that bit. As far as I know, there's... yeah, no sort of go level up or do anything button other than the fact that we got more hit points. So I don't get any new skills, I don't get anything like that as far as I know for level 2. I just get some more hit points, which is disappointing. This isn't early access, so they could add stuff, but I mean, the idea here is to show off the mechanic and the idea. And this is the second chapter. The first one's learning how to walk around. I guess the second one's learning to fight a little bit. I'll play through a few more and see if there's any magic involved or maybe something like that. But we'll go ahead and leave the preview up. Jeez. Okay, we'll keep our stamina up. I mean, you jump in and you should be kind of, I mean, you got a broad swing with your sword, but it doesn't seem like... Okay, there we go. Doesn't seem like it's really polished in terms of the fighting. Let's see if we go up here, if this changes anything. I mean, we're still looking at a fight with a couple of these guys. Oh. Back it up. So like 4 hits, it seems like, is a good amount, and then you kind of back out. And that's... There's something there, but it disappeared. I think that's just the little health bulbs. Yeah, my biggest concern is I don't really have an objective. I don't know what I should be doing per se, other than running around leveling up, killing squirrels. And just because you kill a bunch of squirrels doesn't, I don't even know that that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I just have been doing that in this chapter. So I know we need to find that light, and that seems to be the main key, but in terms of the way the story goes, I think they need a little more explaining of depth and to give you more of a reason to kind of be fighting squirrels. Like, I'm trying to understand why I'm beating on these poor squirrels. I guess they're not poor, they're red-eyed squirrels. Okay. So, got all of them. Now we'll head through this cave. There is a slight Legend of Zelda-esque, sort of theme. But the thing that I'm finding is that, it doesn't, it lacks sort of that same flow as those games. The combat is just strange. You can block like this, but the blocking doesn't really give you an advantage as far as I can tell. When I block them, I don't hit for more or anything like that, so it seems like as long as I stay out of their range, it's better than standing right next to them trying to block. Alright, couple levels in, and you're just walking around sort of aimlessly to start here. Now we do have a puzzle, it looks like, here. So let's try and get rid of all these guys. One down. These freaking squirrels, man. Is that both of them? Alright, awesome. I guess we go over here for next. Here. Did I just get the puzzle on the first try? Beautiful. So that's going to open that door. Anyone see where that door was? I think it was the one back over this way. Yeah. Okay. Progress. And we opened a door to more squirrels. Fantastic. But I think it's not just the squirrels, there's a jumping puzzle here, and we don't even have to mess with the squirrels as long as we do the jumping puzzle correctly, because they can't go up, right? Oh, apparently they can knock us off the jumping puzzle. I think this is the other frustrating portion, is that I'm getting ready to have to do a jumping puzzle, what I find to be one of the more difficult control schemes I've ever used in an RPG. It's just WASD, but the way the guy moves is a little strange. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Alright, there they go. Now we can start jumping. There's no sprint, so I don't know if there's... I think we just have to sort of finagle it here, like run and then jump. Yeah. This is... grueling right here is what this is going to be. This will be the last thing I do on the preview video here, so we'll see if we can compete this jumping puzzle. You kind of have to be stepped back, but then be ready to sort of push back off the edge. There we go. Got it. Oh, and we're at the graveyard. And there's gravestones lighting up. 1, 2, 2, 4. Let's see what the sign says. Gaining the lucky 8 twice equals wealth precise. Is that right? Gaining the lucky 8 twice. 4 and 4 is 8. Plus a 3 and a 1. So 16, is that what they were looking for? I guess so. Oh, and they all turned to 8s. Look at that. So that's that puzzle. Really interesting. Alright guys, well that's the Chronicles of Gan-Ti. It's Divinia Chronicles, sorry, the Relics of Gan-Ti. I'm not going to fool with these guys. I think these are the ones I was fighting earlier. This is going to take me all the way back around. Maybe it's down in the cave is where I need to go. Go see if we find that light. Try and finish up this one. No, this is where we jumped up. When we probably weren't supposed to jump up. Yeah, and that's the path back to that next part. So it's a matter of just going and finding what you need to find and, you know, swinging your sword, leveling up. So far I haven't found any magic or anything, but I'll get back to you guys on that in the review if there's much more. So thanks for watching. Again, check out thehiddenlevels.com. This has been Marshall for thehiddenlevels.com. We have plenty of Steam reviews. Make sure you follow our group if you'd like to see our curated options for games we think are good or bad. So can't tell you quite where I'm going to be on this one, but if you like sort of indie, you know, pre-release RPGs, this might be for you. For me, it's not exactly my speed, just because it's a little slow and maybe a little younger than my particular target market, but it is a neat little game, and I could see them doing some good things with it if they continue to expand it and improve it and things like that. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good weekend. Thanks. Bye-bye.